Hi, Shelly Wilson for the Pickleball Librarian team, and I have got Gizmo J. Hall with some tips for getting from the baseline to the non-volley zone.
Yes. What's going on? Appreciate Shelly coming out to chop it up with the cheeseburger. One thing that people always ask me is what goes through your mind in your transition from the back baseline to the kitchen line. You know, there's people who say, once I hit my third shot, do I immediately get up to the kitchen line? That's absolutely not the right thing to do. So me personally, what I do is I have to basically ask myself the question, was it a good shot or was it not a good shot? You know, it's not the time to be fancy, like, oh, well, it was kind of sort of a good shot or it wasn't that bad. No, it's a cut and dry type deal. Was it a good shot or was it not a good shot?
Okay, so what do you think that would look like? So if we're back here and we're playing doubles, so let's say I just hit a really nice shot.
Okay.
And it's beautiful, it's absolutely gorgeous. Where should I go now?
So if we serve, they're returning it, and we're waiting on our third, and you hit a nice third shot drop. If it's low over the net, an unattackable shot, we are able to gain ground, if you will, or make up real estate. If it's a phenomenal shot that barely goes over the net, we realistically should be able to get all the way to the kitchen line. Now here's the caveat. Say your shot's a little high, so you hit a third shot and, they can't really kill it, but, they can still pressure you a little bit. We may be able to collectively as a team take one or two steps, split step, play for that fifth shot, which again has to be another unattackable shot, and then we can go all the way up to the kitchen line.
Okay.
But you can also get hung up because say we make a decent shot and we're here playing on the fifth, say we hit a bad shot and it goes up high. We may have to back up, we may have to hunker down and play defense. It all depends on how high the ball goes.
Okay, so really what you're saying is we need to see how high our ball is, how attackable our ball is, and based on that, decide exactly how far forward we're going to move.
Absolutely. And the more reps you get hitting the ball, you'll know once the ball leaves your paddle whether or not it's good or not. One thing that you also have to do is, if your partner's not paying attention or picking up on if your shot's good or not, if you know you hit a high shot, tell your partner hi or watch it so that they don't crash to the kitchen line. And you know that you hit a bad shot because you hit it, but they're thinking that it's a walk in the park and they're going to get killed. Also, I'm a big fan of moving with my partner. If we're going to the kitchen line, we're going together. If we're going back to play defense, we're both falling back. If we're going to the right, because I know she's getting pulled off the court, I'm sliding with her, and vice versa. If I go left, she's on my heels to cover me until I get back in position.
All right, so player position, very important. Make sure you're staying with your partner. Great stuff.
Absolutely. The main reason that I say stay with your partner is anytime that, say she goes and I don't, there's a gap. Or if I go and she doesn't, there's a gap. Or if she falls back to play a shot and I don't, the players are separated, and if the ball goes on the right side of the court, there's a gap coming this way that can be exploited by the defense. So, those are just some small nuances of the game, strategy-wise, that you want to definitely take into consideration when playing doubles pickleball.
Awesome. Thanks.
No problem.